Bloodborne has released this week to critical and community praise, standing as the next iteration in the Souls game genre. I want to highlight what makes Bloodborne such an interesting game and a great entry point for newcomers of the series. My previous experience with the Souls series spans a few hours in Dark Souls and roughly 20 hours in Dark Souls 2. As a relative newcomer, I set out to document my initial thoughts of what was both similar and different in Bloodborne, and how onlookers of the series would react to seeing these in action. What's initially important to note is that the barrier for entry has weakened to Souls games over the last few years. Although games aren't as challenging as they once were, we have seen a spike in resilience and difficulty with the new hot genre being roguelikes lately. Previous to playing Bloodborne this month, I had died hundreds of times perfecting my room clears in Hotline Miami 2, fallen prey to both enemy and friendly fire in Helldivers, and perfected platforming prowess through 283 deaths total in Ori and the Blind Forest. This may not be the case for everyone, but if you're comfortable with dying, there is nothing to be afraid of while playing Bloodborne. If you've played previous Souls games, then you'll have a rough idea of how Bloodborne controls. The game is still methodical in its design, yet in many ways game stress is elevated by the omission of shields and the focus of countering on enemies. This very facet may prove to be the make or break for many interested in playing Bloodborne, but as a relative newcomer I can say without a doubt that Bloodborne nails its tenseness in design through its faster paced combat and encounter design changes. Bloodborne is still admittedly unforgiving, which hasn't changed one bit for the series. Collecting souls is still a thing, except they're called blood echoes now, and bonfires have been replaced by lamps. The dread of losing echoes is just as painful deep into a run far from your safe haven, which hurts and could lead to many calling it a day on a play session. Similarly, bosses are challenging and will take practice, each subsequent death leading to you backtracking through the world once more to fight again. These lows make the highs all that much sweeter, but if they were enough to keep you away previously, Bloodborne won't treat you any different. Bloodborne does offer a more linear world though, with shortcuts unlocking to make traveling less of a hassle over time. Being meticulous in finding these is worth your time as it will lessen the struggles some might have with the game. After being initially unhooked on Souls games, Bloodborne intrigued me though through its combat design and world aesthetic. Although we touch on the combat a bit, Bloodborne's world equally deserves a nod. No Souls game has looked this beautiful both graphically and aesthetically as From Software's Victorian-themed world is brought to life. If previous Souls games visually turned you off, Bloodborne will likely impress with its design and unique setting. Bloodborne stays true to its soul-like roots while making slight iterations that both veterans of the series and newcomers can enjoy. If you've been previously turned off by Soul games, Bloodborne may still not be for you, yet from my experience the formula has finally clicked. Bloodborne is a truly fantastic game and PS4's first killer app. If you've been waiting to jump into a Souls-like title, Bloodborne is as good a place as any to start. We'll have full impressions in our Bloodborne review by Gage Poll coming very soon, but until then guys, thank you for watching.